Hello, everybody. So we're going to have a little update here today. I might have a few fights. Huxley Rose has um, a title fight for the British title, and then I'm going to fight a fight with Aurelio Santos, and then we got a new guy on the block, welterweight by the name of Eben Faber. We'll take a look at his debut. So let's head to the ring and see how Huxley has been doing in his end. He's actually fighting his 29th fight. He's had some bad luck. Let's take a look. So let's go back. As we saw, he lost to Jack Bodell for the English title. And he fought a young Brian London. And coincidentally, he would lose on cuts. Take a look at the scorecard. He actually led on all three cards slightly, but he would lose it on cuts. His right eye was pretty bloodied in this fight, and that would be his second loss for the English title. He would fight his 13th fight for another chance. Oh, no, this wasn't for the title. This is just a regular. He lost by TKO to Anthony Catley. And then he drew as he fought again for the third time for the English title and drew with Tony Simpson. But then he would go on a little bit of a string here of big wins. He would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in a row. Wheeled off 9 wins in a row. Let's see what he had here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 of those 9 were TKOs. He became prime on November of 2024 at age 26. He aged to 27 in March. And then he lose 2 fights in a row on cuts. One to Don Cockle, and then again to Billy Small. Against Cockle, pretty even fight. Cockle led on one judge's card, but it was even the other 2 judges. And then Billy Small, second round, his right eye just was gashed in the first round. And they would end it in the second. And so there you go. Huxley Rose now 22-5-1 with 15 knockouts. He went from a exciting what I thought was going to be an exciting career, has kind of hit some bad luck, and that cuts are starting to, his cut rating is starting to haunt him. But today, this is a non-title. I thought it was for the title, but it's he's fighting Bradley Dogbo, and again, a big fight for him because I already started this fight. I think I played the first round, but we're gonna go ahead and see how he does here against Bradley Dogbo, a veteran fighter. And Huxley is really starting to get beat up pretty good. 28 years old now, and his effective age is +3. So let's head to the ring and see how he can try to get things back on track. He'd like to at least fight for the British title once again. So let's take a look. Was it right? Yeah. Or no, I haven't started the fight. I'm sorry. I fought so many fights now I can't remember. So Rose is going to come out in pressure mode. Dogbo on from the outside. So CTN will be a 7 and Dogbo's an 11. Here we go. Control by Dogbo. He lands a nice cross. There's a split action. Oh, even Flurry, both fighters connect. A little flurry there. Here's Rose. There's a big hook. And that was a stagger by Dogbo. It's going to be a 3-pointer. So control will go to Huxley. He lands another hook. Another blistering hook. And Dogbo is hurt. He gets control again and lands a nice cross. Rose still in control. Lands another hook. That hook is finding no problems getting through here against Dogbo. Again in control for Rose. Big combination. Rose in control. Lands another combination. He is teeing off, and that's it. The corner throws in the towel. Dogbo was out manned in that ring. And Rose wins it by a first round TKO. That's a comeback right there. Huxley Rose trying to show he's still got it in him. And he annihilates Bradley Dogbo in the first round here. That's a big win for him, and that's going to move him to 23-5, but let's roll. Oh, no! He rolls a 2, and that means he's going to regress to ring attrition. Oh, poor Huxley Rose. And we're going to end the month there. We'll pick an opponent, and he's going to fight for the British title. Chuck Simpson is the British champion. And Rose is going to fight for that title. And this might be his big chance here. He doesn't want to let this one go. He has not fared well in title fights. He's fought 3 times for the English title and lost twice and drew once. And he's fought once for the British title and lost. So he will be fighting Chuck Simpson as we go to the training camp. And he's going to have to reduce his defense or his con. And with Chuck Simpson's con being higher, I do not want to do that. We're going to do defense. So, I think we'll just, we're going to fight this fight, I think. And we'll skip out on Aurelio Santos for this turn. And we'll go ahead and fight this title fight here, since that first fight for Rose was a quick one. So here we go. First round, and Huxley Rose trying to win himself his first title. There's a split action, a clinch right out of the gate. Here's Rose, nice double hook. Rose lands another short hook. Here's Simpson. Nice jab. Split action. There's a miss from both fighters. Another split action. As they both dance around center ring looking for an opening. Here's Rose. It's going to be defended and deflected. Here's Simpson. Nice cross from Simpson. Rose lands a nice combination. That'll end the round. So a pretty quiet first round as both fighters are feeling each other out. We head to round 2. Scheduled for 12 in this heavyweight title fight for the British title. Here's Simpson. Big combination from Simpson. Lands. Oh, Rose swings that hook and connects. Split action. Oh, they're going to call a flagrant foul on Huxley Rose. It's going to give him 2 foul points. That's something to keep an eye on there. Especially being a dirty foul. Big combination from Simpson. Here's Rose. Oh, uppercut to the rib cage. And that Simpson felt that one. There's another combination from Rose. Rose again. Another combination. Here's Simpson. He lands an uppercut on the inside. Simpson with a jab. We're going to have a cut. Oh, no, it's a major swelling on the right eye. What do we got? That's the end of the first round. And Huxley Rose better be careful. His right eye is almost swollen shut already here in round 2. Here's round 3. Rose lands a nice hook. Rose shot to the ribs. Here's Simpson. Oh, a straight right hand. That hurts. Rose, he's covering up. And a straight right hand from Simpson. Split action. And it's accidental headbutt. Both fighters are okay. Here's Rose. Rose lands a hook. Rose. Another short hook to the head of Simpson. This will be a hook lands. Simpson, though, defended himself, and most of that went held back by his gloves. Here's an even exchange, and that'll end the round. Rose picks up his second TKO point, as does Simpson. We head to round 4. Rose goes to the inside against Chuck Simpson from the outside. Here's Simpson. Short cross. Another cross lands for Rose. Here we're going to have a split action. It's going to be a foul check on Simpson. He's average. Nope, no foul called on that one. Here's another split action as they both dance around center ring. Still looking for a shot for both fighters, waiting it out here. Here's Rose. Big body head combo. Rose again. This will be defended, but he still lands a nice hook. Split action. And an even exchange, and the bell sounds as both fighters turn and head to their corners. A good round for Huxley Rose. As we head to round 5. And Rose inside pressure for Simpson. We're going to use that and go to pressure as well. Head to head here. Let's see who's going to win out on this round. Here's Simpson. Straight right hand lands. Here's Rose. Ah, it's defended. Still gets a combination in. Here's Simpson. Lands a hook. Simpson. Blocked. Countered. Big uppercut from Huxley Rose. That shook him. 3-point punch. Rose gets control. It's going to get defended though, and he dodges the uppercut. So Simpson caught by the uppercut, but he manages to keep himself in control here. Here, Simpson. He lands an uppercut. And it's a 4-point. Rose is hurt badly. It's going to be a finisher roll for Chuck Simpson. 15 plus 1. 16. It's a 2-point punch. He's only got 2 power, so he cannot get the K4 chance there. But still, big turn of events here. Here's Rose. Rose. He comes back with a double hook. Simpson. He lands a hook, and that's the bell. Big round. Lots of action there. Simpson. Both fighters landing big punches. And we head to round 6. Exciting round. And Simpson's going to stay on pressure mode here. 15 to 20. Or 16 to 20. Rose will stay on the inside. Here we go. Here's Rose. It's going to be defended. Still lands a nice hook. Split action. Miss from both fighters. Here's Rose. He lands a short cross. Rose again. Double hook lands. Here's Simpson. Nice combination. Rose lands a hook. Simpson. He lands a hook. Simpson. Jab keeps Rose at bay. Simpson again. Lands a combination as the bell sounds. Not a good round. Late for Huxley Rose. He started out pretty strong, and then the final minute of the fight was all Chuck Simpson. We head to round 7. Let's take a look and see who the ringside judge has. As you see here, Rose still has the 2 cut points there for swelling, and it's Simpson by a point, 59-58. So Rose has reached level 1 fatigue, and that means his power has gone down to a 3. His defense is already a 1, so round 7. Both fighters on the inside. Here's Rose. Big hook to the body. Simpson. He lands a hook to the body. Split action. Even exchange for both fighters. Here's Rose. Nice combination. Simpson. He lands a combination. Split action, and there's another even exchange. Rose. Short cross. Rose. Another hook. Lands. Split action. And both fighters will miss, and that'll end the round. 9-5 in favor of Rose that round. As Chuck Simpson hits level 1 fatigue, his power goes down to a 1. And in pressure mode, his defense is -1. I think he's already down to 1. And here we go. I don't think we want to... Can we do elusive? Yeah. He's got no power. We're going to go pressure as well. Rose. Defended. Lands a hook. Simpson lands a big uppercut. Here's Rose. He lands a hook. Rose again, and it's defended. He lands another hook. Sneaks through and gets Simpson. Simpson with the jab. Rose. Combination from Rose. Here's Rose again. Oh, he lands the uppercut. And it's just going to be a 2-pointer as Simpson. As both fighters are fatigued and that punch didn't have the same zip behind it. Here's Simpson. He lands a combination. Simpson. Aggressive combo lands, and that's the end of the round. Pretty even fight round there. We head to round number 9, scheduled for 12 for the British title. level 2 fatigue now for Huxley Rose, as his chin goes to an 8 and his will drops to a 6. And Simpson also in level 2. His chin goes to a 5 and his will to a 7. Round 9. Huxley Rose goes to elusive mode, and Chuck Simpson go on the outside. So here's Simpson, lands across. Simpson with a nice jab. Split action result, missed. Both fighters miss from the outside. Another split action. Rose looking for an opening. Rose lands a nice jab from the outside. Straight right hand. From Chuck Simpson. Here's Rose. Here's a sharp jab. That got Simpson's attention. Here's Rose again. Another hard jab from Huxley Rose. And Simpson answers with a nice hook as Rose came in and Simpson caught him. Again, pretty even. This fight has been even for most of the fight. Nothing has really come of that swollen right eye of Huxley Rose. And Rose will go to level 3 fatigue. Power goes down to a 2. His CTN goes to a 13. Let's see what the ringside judge does. Oh, it looks like Simpson has pushed up his lead to 86 on the ringside card. It's round 10. Rose. Nice straight right hand for. Here's Simpson. He lands a jab. Straight right from Simpson. Still looking. Rose still looking for an opening here. Simpson again. Another straight right hand. And we're going to have a foul check on Simpson. It's a marginal foul. Here's Rose. Oh, Rose just landed a hook. And the punches just don't have the power behind them. Simpson walks right through it. Here's Simpson. He lands a jab. Split action result. And the fighters will clinch, and that'll be it. The bell sounds. Round 10 is in the books. Neither one of these fighters has really opened up a huge lead as far as I can tell. We head to round 11 as we get to round or level 4 fatigue as Huxley Rose's chin goes down to a 7, his will to a 5. Level 3 T for Chuck Simpson as his con goes up to an 11. Both fighters fighting from the outside. Here we go. Split action out of the gate. Both fighters bobbing and weaving, looking inside, trying to find a clean shot here. Here's a big hook from Huxley Rose. Simpson answers with a nice hook of his own. Here's Simpson again. Lands another quick hook. Simpson. A combination to the head. Simpson. Straight right. Here's Rose. He lands a nice hook. Simpson. He lands a straight right. Split action. And that's going to be a clinch. And that round was, the way I saw it was clearly Chuck Simpson. That might be the round that wins the fight for him. Huxley Rose has got to do something here in round 12. And I should have saved my override for the last round, but I did not. So both fighters are going to be fighting from the outside. Here we go. 12th and final round. Here's Rose. Rose with a cross. Rose. Straight right hand. Rose. Lands a hook. Rose again. Lands another hook. Rose coming out swinging here in round 12. Again. He lands another hook. Split action. It's going to be a foul check on Simpson. Another marginal foul. That gives him 2 foul points. Here's Simpson. He lands a hook. Rose with a nice combination. And Simpson lands a nice combination, and we're going to take this one to the judges. A decisive round for Huxley Rose. Was it enough to win it here against Chuck Simpson for the British title? Let's see what the ringside judge said. And they had it, Chuck Simpson, 116 to 115. Let's see what the official judges have to say. Judge 1 saw it 116 to 115 for Rose. 115, 114 for Rose. We're going to majority decision victory for Huxley, the Tudor Rose. Huxley Rose pumps his fist into the air. He has won the British title. After all the close calls, he has finally got himself a title. Let's take a look at the judges' scorecard. And it was that final round that won it for Huxley Rose. He had enough in him to come out and press the issue, and that round won him the fight. Bravo to Huxley Rose. No effect, luckily, on his taking a beating chart. Ring attrition, +1 on this. Decreased con by 1 step. So his con goes to 3 and 3. Poor Huxley Rose. He finally gets himself a title. And he's in attrition here. So there you go. He's far away from fighting for the European Championship. And look at this. He's going to have a mandatory rematch against Chuck Simpson. We're not going to do that fight right now. Business as usual. We're going to halt that one, and we're going to have a debut from a young welterweight. Eben Faber from Flint, Michigan. They call him the Flint Kid, and got some pretty good rolls up until the chin. His chin's a little suspect, and his finisher roll was not a good roll. But everything else, his power out of the gate is... He's got some serious power. His con was good. His defense is solid. So, we're going to set him up with his first opponent and fight his first fight here. Richard Lundy or Frank Flores. Let's see what we want here. We're going to go with Frank Flores. Flores has a little less power, or a little more power, but his chin's weaker and his con is less. So that's who we're going with. Poor Camp is going to reduce his endurance by 3 to 14. And here we go. The debut from the Flint Kid, Eben Faber. Eben Faber, a strong, up-and-coming fighter, welterweight, fighting the veteran Frank Flores, who's 37-11-3. On the downside of his career. And here we go. Round 1, scheduled for just 4 as this debut. Just wants to get a win under his belt here. He's going to get control, and it's going to be defended as Flores dodges the jab. Split action. There's a clinch. Faber. Nice jab from Faber. Faber with a nice combination. Split action. An even exchange. Both fighters land a punch. Both fighters looking for that open shot here. Here's Faber again. He lands a cross. Faber. He lands the hook, but it's going to be a countered from Flores. He lands a hook for 2 points. Flores lands a nice combination to the body as the bell sounds. And we go to round 2. Not a scintillating first round, but it was... The Flint Kid showed some signs, but Flores came on in late in the round to make it close. Here's round 2. Split action. It's going to be both fighters just looking for that open shot here. Another split action. Flores ties him up. Here's Flores. Nice combination to the body. Here's Faber. Big jab. Strong jab, I should say. Flores. He lands another hook to the body. Flores lands a hook. Split action. And Faber ties him up. Faber struggling here in round 2. Here's Flores. Uppercut to the body blocked by Faber. And Faber combination is blocked by Flores. And that's the end of round 2, dominated by Flores. And the Flint Kid off to an auspicious start here. Starting to regret picking Flores with that 2 defense. Faber's been unable to find an opening so far. We head to round 3. And Faber's in pressure mode. And that's going to be an even exchange. Flores lands a nice combination. Faber defended and he's going to land across. Flores. Big hook. Faber. He lands the cross. Oh. It's going to be a 3-point punch. He rocked Flores. He stayed on his feet. And then lands an uppercut. There's Flores. He lands a hook. And then Faber catches him with a hook of his own. Faber again. Oh, he lands a big uppercut. And down goes Flores. Here in the 3rd. He is saved by the bell. But a huge right hand from the Flint Kid puts Flores on the canvas. Here in round 3, we head to round 4. Flores in trouble here as that knockdown has got to put Flores, he's got a slight lead on the ringside scorecard. Let's see what happens here in round 4. Faber lands a nice combination. Faber again. Ooh, big hook. Faber lands across. Down goes Flores for the 2nd time. The count is on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's all over. On knockout. For the Flint Kid, Eben Faber wins his first bout by knockout. Let's check the judge's cards here first. Oh, he's going to just miss the normal development. So let's take a look at this scorecard. And Faber was up on all 3 cards. That first 2 rounds, Faber looked to be in trouble, but he came alive here in the last 2 rounds and just put an end to it. In the 4th, by knockout. The Flint Kid goes to 1-0. We'll set up his next opponent, and then that'll be it for us. Fighter number 2. Both these guys have. We're going to go with Demarcus Owens, another veteran of the fight game. 55, 16, and 6 with 27 knockouts, on his way. He should have retired a couple years ago, but he's still going at it. Go to training camp. Strategic insight even has 2 additional strategy overrides during the next fight. And so there you have it. The Flint Kid wins his debut. He is now 1-0 going into fight number 2. Huxley Rose, who, as we saw, won his first title after four tries. On the 5th try, he gets a win, a majority decision over Chuck Simpson. He will have a rematch, but as you see, Huxley he's been through some wars, all those cuts, and he's in attrition right now. So don't know how many more fights he has in him. But we'll keep an eye on him. And then Aurelio Santos is the American champion in the welterweight class. He just defended his title twice here. He won the title over Elvis Mesa by a split decision, and then the mandatory rematch, he won this one by a unanimous decision, and then defended his title for the second time against Saul Mojica and knocked him out, or TKO, in the first round of that one. Knocked him down twice and wins it by TKO. Aurelio Santos now 33-5-1 with 22 knockouts, and he's close to getting a chance at the world title if he keeps going strong here. His next fight is against the Irishman Mike Flaherty. Another mandatory defense of his international title. Flaherty 38-13-2 with 19 knockouts, and he will impose a little bit of a problem for Aurelio. Is Flaherty's that's one thing I have not been able to do with him. I just haven't got any good rolls to pull his con up a little bit, or his chin's not great. But I think he's done better than I thought he would do as far as his record goes, and he's got himself an international title. He did win an American title and had 2 defenses there, but he also lost in the regional. He did not. He won one regional title and lost it as well. So he's won all 3 levels. And let's see if we can get him to a world title. I don't know if I can do that with his statistics or his numbers the way they look, but we'll see. So that's it from here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.